Our next speaker is Mr. Peter White, President of the South Australian Farmers Federation. Please welcome Peter.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for this opportunity. The Farmers Federation seems to be working on this issue for an enormous amount of time, and it's great to see, and I congratulate Flag on taking up the issue. The bigger the fight, the more chance we've got of changing it. I mean, most people would actually agree that water is a precious resource and it has to be managed in a sustainable way. But the principles under the NRM Act to actually deliver that are just outrageous and unacceptable. Principles like the government actually own the rain, so therefore they can tax it and control it. A principle that says that the community's going to benefit, but the landholders have the financial responsibility to deliver it. A principle that says that you can have a cow that comes down to the dam and drink and is not taxable. But if you take that water, put it on the ground and grow grass and the cow eats the grass, it is taxable. Only a bureaucrat would think like that. Normal people just don't think like that. The principle that says that the officers of NRM have more power of access to your properties than the police is just totally outrageous. A principle that says that you are guilty as a breach of this Act until you prove yourself innocent is totally against the Constitution and the belief of most Australians. This is South Australia 2011. It is not Germany in 1942. A principle that says if you breach this Act, you will be fined to a heavier extent than most of those under the Criminal Code. But the real issue is, once these principles are established in legislation, it is just the stroke of the pen that takes us away from a handful of dams at the moment they want to do it, to every single dam, rainwater tank and bore right across this state, including the metropolitan area. Now, I've mentioned that to them on a number of occasions. They throw their hands up in the air and say, look, we're not thinking about that, we'll never do that. How many of us here today thought we'd be here 5 years ago debating this issue right now? So I don't think we can actually trust them. Look, agriculture is the single biggest contributor to the state's economy, and yet we had Premier Rand stand up and say what a wonderful job agriculture did last year, how great it was to see the harvest as good as it was, then turned around in the budget and cut every single thing that would underpin agriculture. And the NRM Act, the way it is, it's just cutting the guts out of agriculture in this state. Look, you've all heard the saying, hi, I'm from the government and I'm here to help you. Well, if this is your idea of help, please stop helping us.